Mm. Mm. Can go anyway? Should I send?
Uh, do it so we. Yes, I would like to see the. Yeah. Um,
Mm. 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 Wait. Nice. What? Yeah. 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 What about that? What's the line?
hmm.
Right. Front of the Lamborghini.
Well, see if you can, and then you have to readjust it. See if you can move it over. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 So we go, man. God bless the real, man. God bless the real. We are here, man. What you got going on?
Just checking the sound.
Kicking the sound, huh?
Just checking the sound.
God bless the real. We are
We
live.
back, baby.
That's if we ever went somewhere for real. We ain't even went nowhere. That's the thing about it.
Good.
We haven't even went nowhere. How y'all doing out there, man? God bless the real. We are back. We are live. Boy, live. You hear me?
Mhm. Thank y'all for joining us.
Can't even imagine how hard it is to go live. You be thinking it's so easy to go live. Like this is nothing to do. We could just go live whenever. People talk that talk, man. Listen. If they're really going live, like they say they're going live, hey, they living that life for real. You hear me? That life is a hell of a life. That's the dope boy life to some extent. The social media life is the streets, the new street life. Do you hear me? You read about these social media streets, boy, you're gonna be out here all day, every day, all day.
Yeah, so
I am life coach CW Queen. Introduce yourself first.
I am Queen, your humble servant. Happy to be here. Grateful for this evening. Here to keep it real and be blessed, baby.
I am life coach CW. She gave y'all a real brief introduction, boy. I tell you. I am life coach CW. Um, social media influencer. a creator. Um, I am a public speaker. Um, co-owner. She ain't tell you about Created by Queen. Co-owner Created by Queen. Which I'll get to that in a minute. What else? Tell them about yourself, man. You just did a big award today. You just got a big award today. Acting like you ain't had nothing going on. A little fake dry. Boy,
I just gave my regular introduction.
well, you been on a long time now. They don't want to hear that regular little introduction like you just talked to people yesterday. Shoes.
I talk to the people all the time, but I am Queen, co-owner of Created by Queen Natural Luxury Skincare, co-owner of Can't Wait ENT, Enlightening Numerous Thoughts. Um, Today I had the privilege of being a finalist for the Idea Challenge, um, for entrepreneurs pitching their ideas. And yeah, that was an experience. My first pitch. So yeah, that was, I mean, it was really exciting. It was cool to see other people's business ideas, and um I am grateful to just have the experience and get the jitters out, and embody
Get the jitters.
And fully embody, Queen. Sometimes actually, while I was standing there before I gave my presentation, I I like, I went into my mind. I was like, man, I know it's funny.
What?
I was like, man, like, you know, people like Beyonce, you really got to turn something on, and she do like become Sasha Fierce. So yeah,
Oh man.
just yeah, just yeah, turning it on on a higher level. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Definitely. Hey, congratulations. Hey, I'm always happy for you, proud of you, man. Making
I
moves,
appreciate you.
being great as you tell your kids, hey man, I want greatness, I live for greatness, and I am greatness.
I am great and I expect greatness. That's been an affirmation, self-created affirmation for many years. I am great and I expect
See,
greatness.
you know, hell of an affirmation. How can you not be great when you think like that?
Yeah.
You know. Um as for us, we back as far as God bless the real. There's a lot been going on in life. A lot been going on in America. A lot been going on in the world. A lot been going on in your own home. A lot been going on with your own family. Just a lot been going on.
I agree.
That's all been going on. There's a lot been going on. You could define, you can start breaking it down how you want to break it down. Uh, I'm still a firm believer that no matter what's all going on, because when there's a lot going on, it's just a lot going on. No matter what's all going on, you still got to always understand that God has told the people, all things work for the greater good of man. So no matter what's all going on and how it's looking for you and how dim it might be out there and how, how the struggle might be affecting you and, how, you have lost a loved one and how, things just not going accordingly financially wise and how all these things still working for your greater good. It might not seem like get out of here. I ain't trying to hear that nothing work for my greater good. All things work for the greater good. That's just a fact. You can't beat me on that.
And if you just go back to the affirmation I just said, if you go back to I am great and I expect greatness. I mean, when you're affirming yourself. And if we are made in the image and likeness of God, if you're talking to yourself in the mirror, you are uh, speaking God to God. And if you are expecting greatness, you are expecting greatness in all aspects of your life. You're expecting greatness in your interactions. You are expecting a great outcome. You are expecting just the total scope of the greatness of God. So yeah.
Definitely. As I said, it's a lot. Going live, I will say it's more complicated than what I thought it would be, and not complicated in the sense of just complicated as far as time wise and always in preparing and preparation and being consistent and persistent with this thing. It's not easy. Hi, Sissy. How you doing out there, Sissy? Thank you, Sissy, for the love, man. Thanks for all the hearts as well, man. Appreciate that, man. For real.
Mhm.
Thank you. Uh, thank you. Yeah. So going live isn't as easy as one as they perpetrate to be on TikTok, and people tell me they going live whenever. And like I said, if they are going live, they're really living their life. They out here in these social media streets for real. That's hey, they chasing every crumb, which is nothing wrong with that. But for our lives, we seek to get to the people accordingly, with some relevant topics. And to some people, they might be outdated, but still, there's no old news is new news to a person that never heard the news. So all news is relevant when you hear it. It's never mute. Unless it might be over with. You can look back like I didn't know that, but that's something to be aware of. It could affect me, or old news is new news. So, with that said, I don't know if something you want to get into as far as your topic you had on your mind.
Um, I mean, oh my goodness, I'm not. I don't have a particular topic in mind. I know that. Well, I believe I heard that this is more of your topic. There was more information on the Lil Durk case, even from even from when we initially put it on the board. But I personally haven't heard.
Now I haven't heard anything really updated about Little Dirk. You've been since the motions was denied and things of that nature, and we know the trial coming up soon. So, other than that, from it's just a lot of rhetoric that's being spread about Lil Durk. Neither here nor there at this point. Um, I I support um little Dirk. As I told everyone, I think little Dirk is dead. Little Dirk is not alive anymore. So the name Little Dirk is not relevant no more to some extent. That's not a disrespect. It's the Little Dirk. The music gonna always be around. That music gonna always be around. You can go listen to that stuff all day long, every day. You want to listen to drill music? He already gave you that, and that's what you got of him. Um, with Mustafa, um, if he is so blessed to beat the feds, or if they have a lesser charge defense that they might could find for him to for him to get less time on. I don't know if he have a lesser charge offense, but no matter nevertheless, he would the person Mustafa would not return or be so blessed to come up under a federal indictment by the federal government and be able to return back to society and promote the music or promote the things that he promoted once before. That would be an oxymoron to some extent. He go in there become Mustafa. He go in there change his name. I'm going to say it correctly, Mustafa. He changed his name. He's up under Islam at this point in time in history. So for him to after this journey and to be able to return back to Little Dirk, the rapper, drill rapper, street person, you shouldn't one shouldn't respect that if they know anything about Islam. You want to respect him going back to that. Hence, it would be impermissible for him to even go back to Little Dirk, just for the record. Um, so as far as anything else, as far as Lil Durk and Mustafa or Lil Durk the rapper, that case is will be. I think it's court date coming up in January. I don't know if as far as him beating the feds, for me doing 20 years in federal prison and taking the federal government to trial myself. I took the federal government to trial myself. So me knowing the system, the odds of him being the federal government is very slim. If he does come up under the case, trust to believe he will not make a dollar off Little Dirk rapper the name. They will not allow him to make a dollar off that name. So that would just be the end of the story. Um, I know a lot of people hear about these federal cases, hear about people fighting federal cases, and you'll hear about these things, but you just hear about these things. A lot of Americans haven't lived through these type of ordeals. These ordeals are real. These ordeals are financially burdensome on individual and the family. These ordeals are very emotional and very tolling on the family, on the kids, on the parents, whoever the family is. These things are tolling. These things are hardships. These things are not easy. We talk about these things on these podcasts, and these people be on here talking about these things as if those know it's nothing, and talking about it from a real nigga standpoint, the street person standpoint, all those things. But the reality of it is, Mustafa, Lil Durk, or Dirk Banks, the rapper, is a real human being and have family members and have family that's going through this in real time. So, people are suffering behind this. People, there's a lot of mourning and a lot of sorrow and a lot of emotion is going into this. And then people don't take account to these things. We can run around here and mouth these things off. You ain't live the federal life. You ain't lived that federal life. You ain't been locked in no federal holding. You ain't had them U.S. Marshals come get you. You ain't been sitting in federal holding and fighting no federal cases. None of you people running around here on these podcasts popping off at the mouth ain't fought these people. Ain't haven't almost went bankrupt fighting these people. So y'all running around here popping off at the mouth talking about Lil Durk gonna win or Lil Durk this or the feds this or the feds that. You should be careful when you running off at the mouth always. If you doing any little dirt out there, they might come and see about you. Trust and believe this. I keep telling y'all this. It has been proven over and over and over. They have been coming for the peoples. You know. Let me calm down, because Queen be like, okay, my turn. Let me get a little bit in here. Let me get in here. Let me get in here.
I don't have a lot to say about the Lil Durk case, but I guess just having the loved one incarcerated at any time, um, for any amount of time, but definitely for a long amount of time, is tolling on for both parties. I'll say that. It's a challenge for both parties. Um, so it's a challenge because at some point, sometimes you have to set boundaries. It's a challenge. Um, just balancing out those boundaries. It's a total challenge that, like you said on these podcasts, people try to just glamorize it to some extent and to downplay it or upplay it like it's nothing. Um, this is real life.
It's definitely real life, and that's what the social media has taken away the 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 social aspect of it, the feeling of it, the emotional part of it. But we didn't have social media, people really feel a little bit more. If we didn't have social media, people wouldn't even know nothing about no Lil Durk federal case. Bottom line, you would probably know Lil Durk fighting a federal case, and if you did hear about it, you'd be running in your daily newspaper somewhere,
Right.
reading about it in your newspaper or out of the Vibe or the Source or the whatever magazine that was popping at that time. So that's what you'd be reading about Lil Durk at. But fortunately for the new generation, the spoiled generation,
Play by play.
yeah, you got play by play, so you able to jump in here and run off at the mouth and pop off about like you know something about the federales. None of y'all fought the federales. Don't even want to fight the federales. Hoping the alphabet boys do not find out about the little bull crap you got going on. And they gonna come knock on your door for your little few for the thousand vapes you got up in there, for the thousand vapes you done hid, they coming. You think they coming for you? They will come for you now. Pop off a little bit too much, they come knock on your door. I'm here. I'm a witness to it. I'm telling you. I know for a fact they will come knock on your door. Whatever you're doing, they will come knock on your door and expose you and put you in federal prison, and it'll just be the end of your story. It's just that simple. You know.
Well, that's to transition. Speaking of exposing and still beating the feds, we could get into the Diddy doc. Um,
Thirsty. Get it done. We can get it done.
Yeah, it's an easy transition. We could get into the Diddy doc.
With you.
What was your?
What was mine? What was yours?
My thoughts on the documentary was it was, I guess, not a lot different from what a lot of people said. A lot of the information we, if you, if you, I guess, if you are uh, if you are into hip hop or anything like that, you know a little bit about Diddy's history, even going back to the basketball game. Um, I believe it gave a lot more insight to just the intricate, just a little bit more insight to like the Tupac, Biggie type of the that was connected to their deaths. It was interesting to see hear the neighbors speak and speak on how like he was raised a bit. Um,
Okay, taking us through that. What you saying? Give it to.
I mean, I'm just saying. I think it was interesting. Um, I don't, but I don't think it was. I guess I don't think it was necessary. We already heard all. You know, we heard most of this, and we heard most of this, and we already his closet was already exposed. So I don't know how necessary this documentary was. That's my thoughts.
I'm gonna say first and foremost, I have I haven't heard now. If you heard a lot of this stuff, hey, I don't know how you tracked it, but a lot of this stuff I was shocked when I heard a lot of this stuff. I tracked Tupac. That's the only person I really like investigated in my whole life as far as when Tupac died, I think I went down that rabbit hole, and that was way before some social media. I was going down that rabbit hole through magazines and newspaper articles, and word of mouth. I was going down that Tupac rabbit hole, and then I got home. When I came home, I doing my federal time. I started going down that hole, watching the documentaries, and Diddy name did come up, but not in the manner that it came up in the Diddy documentary.
Mm.
Nevertheless, I'm still not one to talk about these issues to some extent. If you all follow me, track me, it's hard. You'd be hard pressed to really hear me talk about these things and talk about, men downfalls and failures and they situation. Go, hey, I've been through that my doggone self, so I know that. Hey, I don't want nobody to make no doggone documentary about me. I'm just being honest. I want you to make no documentary about me. Not saying I had anything to do on no Diddy type of time, but my point is that all of us have a closet. All of us got something in our closet that could be exposed to some extent. It might be stretched out in segments where you could create a small film, a small documentary. So you can look at it from that standpoint. But people, I follow always. I'm conscious, so I follow the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I follow the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I understand the things he says as far as when you watch what you're saying, and you watch when you're talking about another man failures and things of that nature. You have to be very careful on that. One have to be very careful on that. Once again, these same things come knock at your door. Whether it get knocked at your door on a level of the Diddy, but it get knocked at your door, get exposed to your family, you get exposed to your friends, you get exposed to your job, you get exposed somewhere, but hey, you are out of line around here. We have to deal with you accordingly. Uh, it's so many exposures that haven't been exposed that I still always wanted to feel that we always exposing one without exposing the other. We always picking and choosing who we want to expose in America. And the facts of the matter is, if you want to expose one, you have to expose the other. If you expose the other, you got to expose them to all. So if you're gonna be on that type of time, you just got to go ahead, like as the great line Trump said, has always said that I'm standing by. You have to go ahead and clean the swamp, drain the swamp. You have to drain the swamp. You can't be around here picking and choosing Diddy. You got to go beat up on Diddy. We're gonna keep beating up on Diddy until the next great black man come along that we need to go ahead and beat up on. That we have been beating up on the black men, the famous black men. No matter what level you on, we have beat up on them. That's a proven fact. We could research history real quick without no limit of time. We could research history and find this to be true. Do I the Diddy documentary? You know, if you're going to be just you if you're going to be just about it, you just can't use this information. The information is not enough. You become a false witness. You don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what we're talking about. We assuming, we second, we guessing. He had something to do with bring back up the Diddy stuff, the Diddy bring back up the Tupac stuff, the Biggie stuff. And we still don't have what if we brought it back up. Have you found him guilty? Do you have enough evidence to bring him into the courtroom? Why are we talking about this? Why are we bringing these things up? Are we about to indict him? Do you have enough information to have him indicted within the courts to say that he has something to do with Tupac or Biggie murder? Well, you shouldn't be talking about these things. You shouldn't be putting these things. You shouldn't be putting that in the thoughts of people's minds. Yeah, planting that seed. Even if he did, if you don't have enough evidence to say, without without a shadow of a doubt, I could get 12 jurors. Well, we get 12 with 2 more to back up. And we're gonna pull him into this courtroom off this documentary, off the stuff I'm gonna put out here, that this man is guilty of this crime. So all the innuendos, as I told the Queen, I think me personally, and it's just and people can say what they want to say, and this is just why I stand up with it. I think they're all together. I think it's employing the plot. I think it's all strategic. I think Diddy and 50 together. The documentary was fair to some extent. It didn't really make Diddy look too. It make Diddy look no better than what we all already know him to be. So, with that said, like the Queen said, it didn't really. We already knew this stuff. To some extent, a lot of people did know a lot of this stuff. So she's right. To some extent, people understood this to be what we heard. So it wasn't no new litigating factors to some extent. It rehashed a lot of old things and put jackets on him here and there. People like that could have happened. I believe what and swayed the people's minds. Good or bad for Diddy. Diddy has always been about the camera all his life. No different than the President of the United States of America. They're about the camera life. They know how to sway the peoples. When the video first come on, Diddy tell you in the video. They put that on there for a purpose. He's talking to his lawyer. He's telling his lawyer, hey, we have to work this thing through social media. We have to sway the minds of the people. Diddy is very aware of this. His captain's very aware of this. He knows that we have to sway the minds of the people. Not only do we have to sway the minds of the people, but all information that's relevant, prevalent, that people want to hear about, give it to them now before I get out. We give all the information, feed it to them now, and by the time I get out, it's no more litigating these factors because why? 50 Cent put out the documentary talking about it's old news now. So by the time Diddy get out, who gonna be relitigating? Oh, Diddy did this, Diddy did that. Who? You're beating the dead horse at that point. So it's back to what? Repentance. Because he can only repent. So he can only repent in a certain way to the public. No different than United States president only gonna be able to tell you so much of what to do without telling you what to do. You follow me? If he tell you, well, I'm gonna be we had the PPP loans and things like that's going on. It's for you to go investigate about the PPP loan and how to get this loan and how it's going to benefit me and what I have to do to pay this loan back. But ultimately, he told you, hey, it's free money out there for you. That's all he said. It's free money out there for you. You can get it for businesses and start your business. And hey, you could be on, baby. That's all they were saying. But whoever put the plan start planting the seeds, no, you defraud the government. You could beat the government. You could get this money and do this with it. I can do this and do that with it. We could do this and do that with it. And people are like, oh yeah, we can do this, we can do that, yeah. And you have all these agents that come in and start doing these things. But these people are provocatives for the government. Because they're gonna turn you in eventually. When they get jammed up, they got to turn you in. They don't have no loyalty to you.
Right. They're not here for you.
They're not here for you. They don't care. I can get you the 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, $1 million loan, and you ain't got to pay it back. But if they come knock on my door, surely, trust and believe, I'm not holding my tongue for you because I don't know you to such an extent. I don't owe you no loyalty. Point being, I honestly believe that this documentary was a strategic move on the Diddy camp and the 50 Cent camp you have to get all information out there about Diddy right now. So by the time Diddy return back to society, it'd be old news, and we're not going to be relitigated again. And once again, you have to seek repentance on the level he's on. You have to seek repentance by some means, by some way. So I got to get everything out there. I have to put it all out there to some extent. Whether it's innuendos, whatever you might want to believe about me and Tupac, me and Biggie. I have to put it all out there. When you see me again, it's like what you want to talk about that for again? If by the permission of the Most High, if it be by the permission of the Most High, if it be by the will and the permission of the Most High, and then if he has repented before his Lord, then trust and believe he's protected. Trust and believe is nothing no one could do to him. Trust and believe that just is what it is. You might well say, well, he didn't go do 50 years life sentence, this, that, and the third, because his life wasn't about uh, uh, his life wasn't built about crime and going to do time in prison. His everything that means everything to him is his reputation, is his name. Everything else is irrelevant to a person like him. The federal government knows that. The federal government understands this to be. The people understand this to be that we could beat his name all the way down and destroy him. But you're destroying, but understand what you are destroying here. You are destroying you are destroying his name, the P. Diddy. You're destroying that name. Puff Daddy, that name is destroyed now. Sean John is not destroyed yet. Love is not destroyed yet. He go by the name Love now. So when you go by the name Love now, what do we say?
God is love.
And what?
Love is God.
Thank you. So he called himself Love. So understand this to be that he's correlating himself back to God. He's correlating himself to God. He's saying, hey, I'm Love now. I'm not P. Diddy. I'm not Puff Daddy. I'm not these people that once I once was, because all these people were characters for a time.
And when you make that type of declaration to God, he gonna check you on it. He gonna say, "Oh, you love." Okay.
Definitely.
God is love and love is God, and we won. Okay, you gonna this old you gonna have to die.
It have
no
to.
Different from Lil Durk.
It have to.
So this might not have been a part of the plan we foreseen or even he foreseen, but this was always God's plan. With Diddy Love making that declaration and changing his name.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. I just said it. All things work for the greater good of man. No matter how you look at it, all things gonna work for the greater good. That's not limited to me, the queen. That go for Diddy and anybody else. All things work for the greater good. No matter how you want to look at it, no matter how you want to look at it, but once again, when you're not on the path of God, when you're not on the path of Allah, when you have strayed the path, when you have never gotten on the path, you don't understand the path, then you don't understand these words. You don't understand these missions. You don't understand what repentance really is. You don't understand what forgiveness is. You don't know nothing about this type of stuff. You don't believe in this type of stuff. You hear about it, but you never really lived it out. You never really walked it. You just heard about it. You talk about it. Like when people say,
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, you say those things, but you don't really believe that. You never really show that, because those type of words, those type of things, meaning you are indebted with giving, you are indebted to forgiveness, you are indebted with understanding, you are indebted with being open-minded, you are indebted with love. Love is what it is. Once you say you love, baby, you untouchable. If you really about that life, if you really love, if you really that person, man, you untouchable. Ain't nothing nobody could do to you. That you God now, baby. You with God now for sure. But that's hard for us to get. Well, all of us say, I love you. I love you. I'm highly favored. I'm in love. Nah, nah, nah. Because when you love, and love is not relegated to no individual. Your love is universal. That's what we got to understand too. How you gonna say God is love and love is God, and then take that word and then harbor it to yourself? You take that word and make it just for you and another individual. Love is universal, because you say love is God and God is love. Make it make sense. So love is everything. Once you get to love, baby, that's it. Once you really love, that's it. Once you got that in your heart, no matter who you touch, no matter who you come around, baby, hey, that person showed nothing but love. Every time I see that person, that's all that person ever do to me is show me love. Ain't nothing else I can say about that person. That's when you know, boy. That person rode with God. No question, no ifs, ands, buts about it. That man, I just got into it with that person yesterday. When we had it out, cursing me out, dogged me out, did me dirty, said some things that I would never thought that person would say to me a day in their life. I seen the next day, took me out for dinner, like nothing never happened. We talked to each other like nothing never happened. That's love. That's God. We can't be beefing forever. One incident don't ruin. One incident don't burn the whole bridge down. And if don't no incident really burn the bridge down if you got love. No, can't no incident burn it. Can't nothing burn you down. That's just the facts. If you got love, we can't burn this. This bridge can't be burnt down when it's about love, and we lose sight. You know. And did he say he loved? Love is God, and God is love. And did he say and he called himself love? So to some extent, at the end of the day, we continuously open up the closet. We keep opening up his closet. We keep opening up the brother closet. But the more you talk about that, the more you open up a person's closet, the more you indulge in a person's closet that you don't even know nothing about. The more you entertain that, you got to understand that you entertaining your own closet. You're gonna be soon putting your own closet on display. That's what you should understand. That's what man should come to understand that I can't be talking about these things. I can't be around here talking about Diddy and what he did in his life. I can't be talking about his wrongs. Period.
As if you
Period.
wrong list or
Yeah. When the book tell you when the man that majority of y'all follow right now, they're saying his birthday is coming up on December 25th. A lot of us talk about this. His birthday coming up on December 25th. We follow this man. This the man. But the man told y'all. I'm just saying what the man told y'all. If you saying you follow this man, this is what we supposed to be celebrating. Holy day, not holiday. Because you something holiday, then you smoking, drinking, partying, and on the bullshit. But if you're on that holy day, then you following what the book's saying. You following what Jesus was talking about. You somewhere finna be praying. You somewhere finna be giving to the poor. You somewhere gonna be taking them gifts that you got up under that tree in your house that you drug into the house that the man told you shouldn't even be doing this. We shouldn't even be indulging in this type of stuff. You are following the ways of the heathens. That's what the man told you. Go read the book. Go read the book. I can't make this stuff up. But if we talking about the man told you. What did the man tell you in the book when he came upon the prostitute? What did he tell y'all when he came upon the prostitute? When Jesus walked up when Jesus walked up and seen the prostitute, had the two men was beating down the prostitute and was going to throw her in the sea over in the lake or the water, whatever he's finna throw. And they're finna throw in some water, from what I understand it to be, or was seeking to harm the prostitute. And Jesus asked, "What y'all doing here? What's going on here? Why y'all roughing up? Why y'all about to punish? Well, they said we're about to slay her." And Jesus said, "Why y'all about to slay her?" He said, because she's a whore. She's a prostitute. She sells herself for money. She sells her body." And Jesus said, "What? Y'all gonna slay her for that? What about all the bull crap y'all have done? What about all the bull crap y'all around here on? What about all the bull crap you done done? He without sin cast the first stone. He without sin cast the stone." Hey, y'all need to cast y'all stone first before y'all talk about doing something to her. Or y'all need to leave her alone. And you know what they did? They walked away. They left her alone. Jesus saved the prostitute. So Jesus was in the hood, rode with the prostitute, saving the prostitutes, speaking up for the people. That's what Jesus was doing. I'm just saying, go read the book, man. you y'all can beat me down all you want to, and you can say what you want to say about me. Once again, I studied the book. So if you want to battle me with the book. Don't battle me with, y'all heard about. No, don't tell me what you heard. Don't tell me what the preacher told you on Christmas Eve. Don't come tell me what that man told you, because that man should have been telling you, if you got a tree in your house right now, you need to be pulling up out of there, because the book tells us we shouldn't have that. We shouldn't be bringing no tree in our house, decorating with gold and things of that nature. You know what you're celebrating, and you know who you're celebrating, and we shouldn't be celebrating these type of things. We shouldn't be acknowledging no evil power, no evil being. We shouldn't be acknowledging nothing like that. Period. That's what the minister, the preacher, to your nearest church should be telling you. If he's not telling you that, then he's lying to you and he's selling you a deception and he's part of the system, and that's just what it is. Beat me down for that. You can beat me down all you want to for that. But that's just the facts of the matter. And once again, if we're gonna talk about Diddy, if you're gonna be talking about Diddy, if you like to chime in, if you're making a message, if you're getting in these comments saying anything, if you're on your podcast talking about it, if you're not talking about in the manner that's telling the people to be careful on how they dealing, be careful
on the stones you cast.
Be careful on looking at a person like Diddy and saying, "Hey," talking about his situation. You need to be careful. Somebody gonna be talking about your situation. Gonna be in these comments talking about you. That could happen.
Mm.
Let's move on and run off with the mouth. They got like Charles. Like coach got a lot to say, y'all. Shoes, they back, baby. The coach got a lot to say. They are back. You hear me?
Mm.
Okay, where we at, man?
Mm. You talked a little bit about evil. We're still in the 90 days of evil.
Oh man.
Um, Still 90 days of evil started in October, go through October, November, December. It's just the energy of just that lower vibration energy that is at its highest level during this time of the year. Um,
I agree.
um,
I'm listening to you. Hey, I agree.
it just shows.
You gotta shake your head to it.
Yeah, it just
Everybody should be shaking their head like she is not lying.
it,
That is
it,
true.
it just show up
You hear?
in so many ways. I mean, we see it in the news. We see it in uh, hey, we see it in the news. We see it as people are being drugged. People even like Diddy. Just that is an evil. That is just a low vibrational evil energy. Um, just some sad stories. Just some sad circumstances of just deaths that has occurred during this time. I know you was telling me about some things that you heard on the news. I don't know if you want to get into that.
No, I mean overall, I mean I think a lot of stuff has been litigated on social media. A lot of stuff I think we don't even need to get into. It just become repetitive, and to some extent, we beating the drums of the evilness to some degree. I mean, we here for God bless the real because we always looking for God to bless the real. So we always looking for God to bless those who seek repentance. We always looking for God to bless those who's being charitable. We're always looking for God to bless those who looking for the best in their own lives and picking themselves up by the bootstraps and pushing themselves forward and being self-motivating and believing that, hey, this higher entity got me. I believe, I have faith, and I have to move forward on that, and I have to believe in that, and I have to stand on that. That's what it's about. When you lose sight of that, then you lose sight of everything. So yeah, it's the 90 days of evil, but that's the 90. It's we teach this for you to understand this to be, and for you to recognize this and to protect yourself from it. We don't teach things to be, like, yeah, fearful, stuff going on. It's for you to just be aware, to practice balance, to put yourself in a balanced situation during this time of the year. Don't even overindulge with shopping, overindulge and give it to people that you have that's already well off in life. If you're gonna give at this time of the season, then you want to give it to a person that don't have anything. You're not going to get nothing for mama. You're not going to get nothing for grandmama and your son and your daughter and your sister and your brother. You're trying to tell them, hey, you better go out there and find a gift. You better get out here and find your gift and find and give it to the nearest person that you see that needs something in life. That's what you should be doing around here. All this I'm giving to, how I'm trying to get something to my auntie. I'm out here trying to find something for
Just trying to find something.
Yeah.
People is out here I got this list of people I need to give gifts to. I don't even know what they like. I just got to get them something. Why?
Nah, nah. What that have to do with Jesus? What do that have to do with the if you are telling me again? I'm just saying, I ain't make this stuff up. If you're telling me this is Jesus' birthday and we celebrating a higher entity, we you telling me we celebrating the man that came that God presented to the people as one of the highest manifestations known to man. Jesus supposed to have been the example. Jesus is the highest manifestation known to man. That's what was one of the best things about Jesus, that God sent Jesus to the people to display love, to display that, baby. Hey, baby, I die. Hey, baby, I die for this thing. I die for y'all. We die for this thing. He wasn't saying I'm dying for all you guys' sins. I'm dying for everybody's sins out here. All you ones out here on this bull crap, I'm dying for y'all. Nah. And with my death is gonna wash away y'all sins. No, sir. Jesus was saying, hey, baby, when he was talking to the federal government, when he was talking to the government, and we know what government he was talking to, Carl Tucker told us what government that Jesus was talking to. I don't think I have to say it on this podcast. Go to Carson Tucker interview when he spoke on wherever he was at on the stage, and he gave his insight about Jesus. He told y'all who Jesus was. He told y'all who brought Jesus up on charges. The book tell you who brought Jesus up on charges. The book said what type of charges he's brought up on. Jesus was indicted. Do y'all understand this to be so? Do y'all know that to be? Y'all know that Jesus was indicted by the government. He was charged with what? Do anybody know what he was charged with? Can y'all put that in the comments? What was Jesus charged with? Do anybody know? All you grateful, all you great people that go to church every Sunday, all you people that's celebrating the 25th, what was Jesus charged with? What did they charge him with? What was the reason they nailed him to the cross or hung him from the tree? What was the reason? What did they charge Jesus with? Why did six women and one man named John, why did six women named Mary and one man named John walk with Jesus as support Jesus on his journey as they was dragging him, taking him to the cross? What was he charged with? What did they find Jesus guilty of? Tell me this. If you tell him you celebrate December 25th and you saying you recognize this as Jesus' birthday, then you tell me what did they indict Jesus for? The book tells you what they was they indicted him for. He was under indictment. Okay, so let's just be clear. So Jesus was indicted by the federal government for what? Put it in the comments. Oh, you shouldn't be celebrating these holidays. You shouldn't be celebrating this holy day. You shouldn't be celebrating a man that stood before the people as an example of the highest manifestation known to man. That's how the book paint him. That's how the good book paint him. And even when he came and presented himself as the highest manifestation of man, meaning that he came in pure love, Jesus came in love. All Jesus came in. He came in peace and he came in love. That's all he ever came in. And when God presented this person to us, that's all he was presenting to us is how to love, how to forgive. And Jesus told us in the end, great works I have done, greater works y'all would do. Y'all, baby, y'all would be better than me. What are y'all talking about? Y'all around here tripping. But if y'all want to, but don't get it twisted. I'm about that life, and I'll die for this. That's what Jesus told the people. That's why he died. What did he die for? What did they indict him for? The answer is sedition. DJ Jiso no sedition and blasphemy. They indicted Jesus for sedition and blasphemy. Jesus was bucking the government. Jesus stood up. Jesus like, forget all this. We going hard. Jesus was a Charlie Kirk. Jesus was an MLK. Jesus was Malcolm X. Jesus was Minister Louis Farrakhan. Jesus was 3P New. Jesus was Fred Hampton Sr. Jesus was this who Jesus was. Okay? That's who Jesus was me. You know, Jesus is us. Let's be clear with this. Because Jesus told us before he left, man, great works I have done, boy. Greater works y'all can do. Y'all got to keep this thing moving. Y'all got to keep this train going. Y'all got to make it happen. They already been get rid of me. I got to go and prepare a place for who? For y'all. That's what he told y'all. Jesus said, I got to go because I got to prepare a place for who? For y'all. So meanwhile, between time, great works I have now, greater works y'all need to continue doing while I go prepare the other place for y'all. I ain't coming back here. Jesus said, I'm going to prepare a place for y'all. Don't read the book, man. You can argue and fight me. You want to argue and fight me all day long. And when you go to church on December 25th, because that's where you should be at, in church. Or your nearest mosque or your nearest wherever, you should be somewhere in remembrance of this higher being. You should be somewhere, in peace. America should be somewhere talking about, we're gonna slow down with, seeking to try to escalate a war over here in Venezuela because, it's peacetime right now because America say they recognize this entity. America say they are Christians. The American people are Christians. So why are we at war? Why are we at war doing
the holy day?
The holy day. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Let's move on. 90 Days of Evil is relevant pregnant, baby. Oh, man, what we got up here? Why is it that men don't hit the like or love button? Why is it that men don't hit the like or the love button? That's a hell of a question. Ain't it, man? I forgot that question was up there. I just started reading it. I ain't what I was going with it. Why is it that men do not hit the love, don't hit the like button or the love button or the heart button? Is that true? Men don't like to hit the love button? Would it make you feel some type of way? Do you question your masculinity or something? What does it do? I don't know. Why men don't like hit the love button? I didn't know men didn't like hit. I hit the love button. I always hit the love button. I'm not gonna lie. I hit the love button. Hey, I take that. One thing I can say, when I heard Rick Ross say what he said, I had to respect what he said, you know, because I'm really from that. Really from that life. I really believe in my people. I really believe in my dudes. I live that federal life. I was in the feds 20 years. I am with. Hey, when I see one of the, or when I see a man out of the, that's I know that was in the feds doing something positive and constructive. Hey man, I gotta support that. You know, I'm from the world of growth and development. In the world of growth development, they tell me in the world of growth development, you supposed to support all righteous endeavors. So I'm always here to support all righteous endeavors. So if I see one of my brothers, I'm talking about my brothers, growth development brother, just the brother. If I see one of my brothers out here doing something on these social media platforms, positive, or even if it's negative, and he doing it in a way that, hey, I'm doing it positive because this what I put out there, this my lane. I'm still gonna love it or like it to some degree, and I'm gonna give him a love here and there, letting him know I'm supporting you, baby. But trust to believe, I'm hitting that love. But I don't. Hey, if you waking up every morning on these social media streets,
putting yourself out there and sharing whatever you have to share, hey, that's worth the like or a love.
If you come across, if you come down my timeline and you own something, I'm not. I'm just be clear. I am exclusive, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm carrying myself exclusive. I might get out there sometimes here and there, and I check myself. Now, hold on, I ain't gonna be talking about this or comment on this because somebody get way out there, and then here I go. I'm taking it to the street. You know, the queen like turned down, man. He trying to take this thing to the street for real. You know, so I'm careful on how I move on social media. So I'm strategic on the social media. But one thing I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a secret, and I'm just gonna so you know when I do approach you, you're gonna know what it is. And you're gonna know, I said it on my podcast. I box everybody in. I box everybody in. I'm just telling you what I do. I box you in. So I'm a box you in. I'm a box you in. I'm a box you in. So
bake you a cake.
I'm gonna bake you a cake. Y'all, the Fed boys know all that type of talk. The box in, and I'll bake you a cake. You know, if I tell you I'm gonna bake you a cake, so the bake you a cake is different than box in. That's why I said the bake you a cake means something different. You know, bake you a cake meaning, you know, hey, you might lose your life. That's what bake you a cake mean. You know, box you in meaning you know you was wrong, you know you've been wrong, and I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I'm just gonna tell you when I see you, I'm just gonna tell you wrong. You want to, and then you gonna just come clean. So I was wrong, and you gonna apologize. That's the boxing. You know, that's why I like the boxing. The boxing work better than the bake your cake. So if I gotta bake your cake, then you already boxed in to some degree. You know, when you talking about baking you a cake, I box you in. Then when I seen you, you talked even dirtier to me after I showed you love. You know, so that's when you eat the cake bake, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there for me. But I'm gonna I do box you in, meaning that I do hit that love button. I do.
Or just show love, not just.
How you show? You gotta show love by hitting.
I'm just saying. I mean, but in person life too. You done box plenty of people.
Oh yeah, I'm showing love.
Showing, not, I mean, literally hitting the love button in action.
Real time.
Real time.
Like the love button for real. Like let's do it right now. You want to do it? Let's do it. I'm gonna show you love right now. You know.
Yeah. So
got the witnesses. I bring them to the table. You want me to? They say they ain't got no problem. Come to the table. I bring them to this room right here, and they'll be lined up outside the door. You know, they'll sit here and give it to you.
I think if more, I think the social media's platforms have leverage from people not like really showing the like or love, hitting the like or love button. Because if we all liking and loving what other people are putting out, it'll shrink in that gap of just spectators and creators. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's just something to think about.
I guess I don't know if men. I guess I'm gonna evaluate that more. Do men hit the love button? I know some men hit the love button for me. You know, hit the like button. And some men that I would think that would hit the love and like button, I'd be like, man, my man never hit the love and like button. You know, rough guy. You know, so men. What I do, I was doing in prison, and what I do right now, I'm doing the feds. You know, I was sending men messages, speeches from one prison to another. You know, I got the receipts and me and notice that they come to I put them on the stand. I put you on the stand. Hey, was I doing this before I got out of prison? They're gonna admit hey, yes he was. Yeah, so it's not new. None of this stuff is new to me. Like I just said, the LL Cool J. I'm called to come back. I've been here for years. I'm telling you, I've been here for years. You jump out there in that water, you're gonna jump out there in that water, you're gonna take an L, you're gonna take an L, so I ain't just talking, I ain't bragging. This is the holy day. So this once again, let's get back to what season we in. Once if we really just honestly get back to the season that we say we are in, if we just really live for once the season that we say we are in, it's a season of it's stupid. Yeah, if we really just live in the season, and we just really live in the season that we say we are in, ain't no way. It's no way anything will be going on. There's no way anything of unbecoming nature of man would be going on in America or in the United States of America, in the United States of America, much less the world. So uh, quick as we could be, uh, bullies, and some is the American Army and the Navy and the Air Force to ready to go to war. Quick as we could be to make it peaceful, during this time of the season. We got that power. The president of the United States right now, Mr. Donald Trump, Mr. Trump, the man that released me from federal prison, he got the power. Y'all think it's a game. If he wanted peace, it could be peace tomorrow. I'm just telling you like that. And whoever don't want peace, trust to believe the United States government will be over at wherever you at doing what needs to be done. But we don't want peace. It's not about peace. But if we really was to practice this time of the year, really live that life, really live that Jesus life. If we practice the whole month of December to the 25th, 25 days straight of living that Jesus life. They say it only takes 30 days to break a habit. They say statistics state, the American government state, that it only takes 30 days to break a habit. If the American people and the American government live that Jesus life for 25 days, man, listen. It might not be no more wars. It might not be no more nothing. You hear me? We would be just working on, we would just be working on, I don't even know what we'd be working on. We'll just be working on getting back to the path to God. We'd be working on we'll be working on that 25 days. We'd be getting on the path. At 25 days, hey, we did got it all out of our system. We done fasted, we done prayed, 25 days, we done got focused on. Now we getting on the path. We not on the path. We just had detox. That 25 days was detox, put up the guns, clean up the communities. People going into rehabs, people going to psychiatrists, people
the gossiping,
all the gossiping, backslander, all the overindulging in drugs, alcohol abuse, everything. 25 days of living that Jesus life, we'll be back. America be back. You talking about make America great again. You talking about make America great again. That's just the facts of the matter. But we ain't gonna live that Jesus life. If you talking about really living, boy, you talking about really living that Jesus life for real. You talking about living how he practiced in the book. You talking about living the Jesus life in the Bible. Good luck. We just talk that talk. We ain't really walking that walk now. To walk that walk, you're going to get some sticks and stones. To walk that walk, you're going to get ridiculed. Because why? That's what Jesus did. Didn't he get ridiculed? Didn't they throw rocks and stones at him? Did it happen? Read the book. All right. You want to argue a point? That's just the facts. But if you walk that Jesus life, baby, hey, your life gonna be miserable. How about that? That only sound right, do it. If I walk that Jesus life, my life is gonna be miserable. Yeah, in America, when you walk in that Jesus life for real, your life is miserable. You don't have no friends. You don't have no associates. Hey, only thing when you pop out, you only want You are the table. You are the vibe. When you pop out, you showing love. When you pop up, they know it's all love. When they see you, they know, hey, God is on the scene. That's the truth. When they see you, when they see us, they supposed to say, God is on the scene. Hey, this is the real deal Holyfield. They're about that life. Whatever you looking for, they gonna show you love. They gonna treat you how they want to be treated. And then if you do them dirty, you do them too long, they gonna box you in. Then you got it coming. That's the game. That's Jesus. Read the book. Anyway, what you got to say, Wayne?
Hey.
I see up here for you the state of Wisconsin. Women who use abortion pills. This is in the state of Wisconsin. Women who use abortion pills will be required to do what?
Use a medical disposable bag. So that's heavy layer right there already. Um, but the abortion pill, you are having this procedure is taking place in the at.
Just have to take the pill, right?
Yeah, right. It's taking place
at
home. What pill is it? The abortion pill.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Oh, the two whatever it's called. Abortion pill day after.
No, that's not. That's
plan
not
C, plan B.
The plan. No.
Yeah, plan B neither. I'm out of here. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, the abortion pill is what it really is.
That's what it is. Okay.
You are okay. You are basically having that premature fetus at home.
And they have to put the body.
Right, they want you to dispose of the fetus in a bag.
Right, you're gonna be putting the body in the bag, so you're gonna be basically.
So, but that's that's a plot employ to further scientific experiments and things like that. Because more women. This is just my belief. More women are moving forward with that option versus going into the clinic, because those clinics keep the disposed fetus and create what we know as different vaccines. Mm-hmm. We'll just say
that. Hey man, as far as the abortion and all, that's just a finicky topic for me. I'm trying to just stay away from it. Honestly speaking, once again, it's still to me a low nature, low vibration. It's all low. It's nothing uplifting. It's nothing for the. It's nothing that's displayed. The woman is seeking to protect the womb. If we at this point where we have an abortion pill, where women is getting pregnant to such a rate, we have to get an abortion pill. Hey, we're not protecting the womb as we should be. So hey, we are, violating something sacred. That only is God's workshop. It's not nobody else's workshop. It's nobody else working up in here. Nobody else know what's going on up in here. Even the woman, when she learned as she go. But that's God's workshop. But we have come to believe that we have sought to violate God's workshop. We have sought to do what we want to do. Whatever we think is better for us. If it's God's workshop, then hey, baby, it is what it is. You don't have no control over that. To be honest, only thing you are, honestly, all you are is the agency.
It's a vessel.
Yeah, that's all you are. If you could die and the child, a lot of times the mother could die and the child still live on, come on out the womb, and the child got to go ahead and make it how it make it. That's the facts of the matter. So it's not say I need a child need a mother, have to have a mother. No, you just have to have. God just need the agency. That's all God need. God don't need. Once God could take you away in the blink of an eye. You not, because you have a child don't mean you're gonna live for the rest of your life with this child. You wasn't guaranteed that. The book don't say that. That's not true. Where you get this information from? Who told you this? You could die as soon as you have your child. Your child will have to go home, live on. Your child would never know you, never know nothing of you, but your child will still move and operate just like you. That's the workshop of God. So let's just be clear on this, man. Anyway, hey, it's a Down syndrome. There's nothing good for the woman, if you ask me. It gives them more power. It's empowered the people more to do, to do these things and not to understand, years later, people looking back like, man, I threw my child in the garbage, whatever, in the disposal bag, and I don't know what they did, Yeah. Your child is in one of these vaccines, Parts of it is in one of these vaccines, when you stick it in you. But let's just leave that alone because, they'll be trying to take me out the game. And once again, what we got the last one? Take the ball and get anything substantial. And the shutdown. They go shutdown is over. How State Trump. Oh, y'all got a good one for y'all.
What's that?
She said she done, baby. She on the midnight train to Georgia. Do you hear me? She said she done, baby. You brought me this far. Hey, I hung out with you. You had a fear after affair on me. Hey, you did your thing. Hey, baby, rose all the way to the top, baby, and did it on the deck, did it up under the desk. You brought on in the house, brought on into the big house, baby. You did it bigger than anybody. You did it bigger than Diddy. You became the president of the United States of America, baby. And got your thing sucked in the Oval Office. Hey, Diddy only could dream so far. Diddy can only dream so far. You hear me? But he could never dream, and it could never be that he could be one like Bill Clinton to get his dick sucked in the Oval Office. And I'm here to tell y'all that Hillary has stepped up to the plate and said, "Listen here, sir. If it's to be true, Hillary stepped up to the plate. And I don't know if this is true. Is it?
I'm trying to see. I know.
90 million divorce. Hillary, $90 million divorce. Just put that in there. Mm-hmm. I want to be careful. I might jump out here and then you'll be like, hold on now. Okay now. I don't know. Let's fact check this though.
That's
some rumors. Okay, so I don't have to use the word allegedly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumors. So where there's smoke, there's fire. So where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's alleged that Hillary supposed to be coming clean.
What?
Hillary Clinton supposed to be coming clean now. Hillary Clinton reporting 90 million divorce due to this Bill Clinton being in these Epstein files. So,
babe, you ain't finna mess up my place. You're not gonna mess up my
major breaking news now. If this to be true, allegedly. Now y'all got me saying allegedly, but from what's being coming down the pipes, Hillary is about to step to the plate, baby. Diddy can only dream so far. I'm gonna say that again. Y'all talk about Diddy parties and Diddy this. Diddy never could rise to the heights of Mr. Bill Clinton. Getting that thing did up in the Oval Office. So I'm gonna be clear. I want to shame Diddy. I want to shame the black Kells and shame my peoples. Ain't nothing rising to the heights of Mr. Clinton, the President of the United States of America, Mr. Bill Clinton cheating on his wife in the Oval Office. Diddy can only dream so far.
Hey, Hillary is a politician. True and true.
90 million. She said she's supposed to be suing him for 90 million. Yeah, I said it. Allegedly, now coming down the pipes, this is a high probability now that she's suing. She's getting a divorce from Bill Clinton for being in them Epstein files.
I said this one said 90 million herself.
So let's be clear on this. Y'all think y'all think I'm being funny? I'm being real now. Diddy can only dream so far. He wasn't gonna never make it to the Oval Office again and have that party like Bill Clinton did. Okay, he had the parties while y'all not understanding. You think it was just him and this little chick over here having her look? It was just them. They was having these parties now. And y'all can be deceived if y'all want to think it was just, Bill Clinton had a little lady over there he was cheating with. No, sir. They was having these parties. They ain't gonna highlight all their parties. They're gonna highlight the black man parties. They're gonna highlight what all we do. They're gonna highlight all the bull crap and whether it's right or wrong. whether it's right or wrong. You know, if you're gonna highlight it all, you better highlight it all. Don't be trying to pick and choose. What's them goofball names? Them goofball white boys, old white men. The clothing store people.
Arthur and Fitch, or how do you say?
Fitch. Put in Fitch. And Fitch and Gamble or whatever.
No, it's not.
Gamble, Fitch.
I can't think of that.
Crombie and Crump.
Abercrombie.
Yeah, put in their names. Abercrombie, Fitch, sexual assault. Abercrombie and Fitch. Y'all tripping, man. Keep on around here running off and still talking about Diddy. We still have these white boys around here fighting these same type of charges, having these parties and messing with these young boys, these white men around here. Let's just be clear. You know, y'all ain't talking about Clive Davis. That's who they left out that. That's who 50 left up out of that documentary. He left Clive Davis about that documentary. Let's just be clear on this while y'all faking. You know, while what's that podcast goofball name that got always like he just playing a video game? DJ, whatever his name. That goofball. What's his dude's name here? Okay. Michael Jeffries. Abercrombie and Fitch, the CEO, Michael Jeffries. Sex trafficking. Yeah. Now all of a sudden he got Alzheimer's disease. Yeah.
Which is currently on hold.
Yeah, his charge is on hold. Amber and Fitch, the white boy and his man, they were throwing these parties with the young boys. Y'all ain't talking about that. They didn't even lock them up. The feds didn't even put them in jail. The feds let them out on a bond, on a signature bond. Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, Mr. Jeffries, Michael Jeffries. Yeah, they haven't even faced their accusers yet. But yeah, they drug Diddy on in there. We still talking about Diddy, but we ain't talking about Abercrombie and Fitch. These CEOs, white boys who still fighting these charges right now. You know, we ain't talking about the Clinton. We ain't talking about Mr. Bill Clinton, all that bullcrap he was on with these parties now. Let's just be clear on this. And a whole bunch of other people that we're not talking about. Like I said, that Diddy documentary, 50 Cent, let's just be clear, Mr. 50. You know, you could crack your jokes all in your about me. I'm really from the bottom. You crack all your jokes about, you do all your research, crack all your jokes about me all you want to. You ain't got nothing on me, sir. I'm here to tell you right now. You don't have nothing on me. I'm gonna tell you right now, you left Clive Davis up out of that, you know, and that's the real. And you can be mad at me all you want to. You left that man up out of there, and you know what I'm saying. He up under that 6-point star. He up under that star now, that blue star. You know, and he ain't talking about growth and development either. He ain't talking about Larry Hoover. He up under that blue star. You left him up out of that. You know he played a role in all that. You know Clive Davis played a role in all that. You know, y'all ain't did no documentaries on Clive Davis. You know, do some documentaries on them white boys in that industry that been carrying y'all. Do some documentaries on them white boys that been playing my people. Do some documentaries on them white boys. That's what you do. Do some documentary on them white boys that played my man, that played the CEO, Dame Dash. Do some documentaries on them white boys that played you. On Netflix or Stars. Do some documentaries on them white boys that played you from Stars. How about do some documentaries on these white boys, huh? Y'all ain't gonna do no documentaries on these white boys. You know, y'all gonna let these white boys pass. But y'all gonna do the documentary, y'all gonna try to drag me and our people on through the mud. Man, do them documentary on the white boys that were sticking them dildos up y'all butts with no Vaseline. Do them documentaries on those boys. How about that? Y'all ain't gonna do no documentaries on them though. Why not? I just want to know why not. Give me some understanding on this. If y'all at war, if we gonna burn it all down, they still making money off y'all. They stole all your masters. They stole all our people masters. They gonna be making money off our people forever now. They killed. They assassinated majority of our famous majority of these rappers and had insurance on them and cashed in on their masters. Come on, man, knock it off. Y'all need to just knock it off. Just go ahead, come clean, all y'all. That's why the rap game is in a quiet state right now. It's definitely in a quiet state. Ain't nobody making no noise. Who making some noise out there? I don't hear nobody. I don't hear. I'm telling you. What do you hear? When I hit rap right now, this is what you hear right now. This is what you in the rap game right now. This is what you hear. Click it one more time. Click. So you might hear one person, maybe Nas might say something. Maybe a Brick might say something, step up and might just say something. You know, Master P, Percy Miller might step up and say something here and there. You know, other than that, Dame Dash might step up. The OGs might step up and say something. You young boys, young boys, man, y'all burn up. Y'all like some old prostitutes. Y'all the 2020, y'all the team 20 the 2017, 2015, 2010, 2019 prostitutes. Y'all burn up. Y'all can't even say nothing. Y'all know y'all sold out, man. Y'all know y'all sold out. Y'all know y'all did some things unbecoming that y'all can't even show y'all face no more. Y'all can't even make no music no more. Don't nobody believe y'all no more. Dirk the only ones fighting the federal case. They talking about NBA YoungBoy got a pardon by Trump. Think about that. He got pardoned by Trump. How NBA YoungBoy get a pardon? Nigga, I went and did Fed time 20 years straight. I ain't got no pardon yet. They supposed to call me up. They supposed to call me a person saying, "Hey, we giving you a pardon." You know, we erasing that from the history of the books. You know, they supposed to automatically do that.
The law that
They want to automatically do that for the black man that's been incarcerated up under racial discriminatory drug law. That's still racial discriminatory right now. Still racial discriminatory right now. It's 20-1. The crack law is 20-1. It's still racial discriminatory. It's not even a 1-1. Matter of fact, the crack law shouldn't be on the books no more. Matter of fact, that should be disposed of. That's old news like the DEI. You know why you should get rid of the crack laws like got rid of DEI because y'all targeted only black people. Y'all only targeted the black communities. The drug was only in black communities. It was only y'all put it in black communities. The government did. The federal government. Reagan, Bush, Clinton's. All of them did. Not Mr. Donald Trump. He had nothing to do with putting no crack in the neighborhoods in the urban communities of black America. The Democratic Party did. Let's just be clear on this. The Democratic Party beat that horse. The Democratic Party put us in the jam. The Democratic Party did all that. It wasn't President Trump. Yeah, Democratic Party
took the black family.
Thank you. The Democratic Party did all of that. It wasn't Mr. Donald Trump. So let's just let me be clear that the mass incarceration of black man and woman under the crack era just happened. That wasn't a zillion years ago. What, 1,000 years ago? That wasn't so far ago. We can't remember. Oh, that's so far ago. Every time we go far back, y'all still talking about slavery. Y'all still talking about Jim Crow. Y'all still talking about lynching. Y'all still talking about the 80s. Y'all still talking about. No, we talking about right now. We talking about the war on drugs that y'all automatically target black Americans. Y'all haven't gave y'all didn't give reparations for so-called slavery. What about the reparations up under the war on drugs when y'all targeted black Americans, when y'all mass incarcerated black Americans, when the prisons filled up with nothing but black men, when the prisons are still filled up with black men and women in America? Why? Why y'all haven't let these people out? Why y'all haven't gave everybody pardons, blanket pardons on these matters and allow people to start their lives over? Because y'all have preyed on us. Y'all have preyed on black America. Y'all ain't preyed on the Jews. Y'all ain't preyed on the Jewish people. Y'all ain't preyed on the Italians. Y'all ain't preyed on the Mexicans. Y'all ain't preyed on the Irish. Y'all ain't preyed on the Chinamen over here in America. Y'all ain't preyed on none of these people. Y'all preyed on us. Y'all preyed on the black man and woman. That's why y'all did the mass incarceration. That's why crack was only in the hood. It was the 101 drug law. That 101 crack law targeted black people. That 101 crack law only affected black people. That 101 crack law didn't affect the Chinamen over here. It didn't affect Chinatown. It didn't affect the Irish. It didn't affect, once again, the Mexicans. It didn't affect the Indians, the Italians. It didn't affect these people. The 101 crack law only affected black Americans, young black Americans that was put in these neighborhoods by the federal government. So why y'all ain't letting these people out? Why y'all still got us locked up on this stuff? Why y'all haven't gave people pardons on this stuff? Why y'all still acting like y'all ain't did nothing wrong? We can't even get a lawsuit on the federal government for this matter. We can't even make a complaint before the federal government regarding this matter. I can't even make a complaint before the federal government for targeting me and discriminating against me up under a drug law. I can't even sue the federal government. They have given themselves, the federal government has given itself immunity to this. But yeah, you're gonna tell me you got a problem with Israel, you got a problem with the Jews, you got a problem. No, I got a problem with none of them. I don't. Me personally, I ain't got a problem with Netanyahu. I ain't got a problem with. I don't got a problem with what they're doing over there. You know why I ain't got a problem with it? Because you already did it to my people. Ain't nobody stood up and fought for my people. You already killed my people. You already assassinated my people over here in America. You already took our land over here in America. My people, my forefathers. You already did that to us. So now I don't care about what's going on the Gaza Strip. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what's going on the Gaza Strip. I don't. I care about what you did to my people over here in America that you haven't righted your wrong for. You haven't did us right yet. That's what I care about. That's what I'm thinking about. I don't care about what the Jews talking about. I don't care what they're talking about doing. I don't care who is the Jew hater, love Jews or not. I'm talking about the black man and woman, the original man over here in America that you haven't done right by. So till we get to that stage, till we clear that up, we can start talking about the Jews, Israel, and Gaza Strip, and Russia, and Ukraine, and all these other people. We can start talking about that then. To then, till you correct your wrongs, until you correct your wrongs over here in America, what you did to my people, to me, what you did to the men that's still locked up in these federal prisons right now throughout America for this war on drugs, for this bogus crack, for these bogus crack laws, for these bogus drug laws that y'all target black people for, till y'all correct that. Man, I don't even know what y'all talking about. Damn Gaza. Damn they wars. Nigga, y'all, we've been over here war forever. We ain't had no peace over here in America. When have we had peace over here in America? When? I'm trying to get some understanding on here. What I worry about the immigrants for? What I worry about the Mexicans for? What I worry about these people for? When they shooting my people down the street, they've been shooting my people down the streets. They dragging my people through the streets. When they assassinated my people. When they took our land. What I care? Nah. Give us our stuff back. Do us right. And then we can start worrying about all these other people. I don't care about none of these people. I'm just telling you how Life Coach CW seeing this world right now. Because y'all got this thing twisted, want to fight for everybody else, fight for every other issue in the freaking world. Except the people that's sitting in sitting, except all the black men and women. A lot of women, y'all let me talk about these women. When you talk about all these women that's locked up, these people are just, ghosts, silence, cast off. Come on, man. This is wrong, man. And the American people is wrong. The American people is wrong for going for this. The American people is wrong for even accepting this. The American people is wrong for accepting the crumbs off the table like we is freaking Samson. Go read the book. That's how they treat us. The rich man always giving the rich man didn't even give. The rich man only fed the dog. He wouldn't give out to Samson. He wouldn't get no food to him. He had to get the crumbs that fell off the table. The rich man fed the dog before he fed the dog at the door. Before he fed the poor man. That's what they're doing right now to us. You could argue the point. What you getting? What you got? You living to check to check. You living check to check. What you got? What you doing? How your life feels? You able to fly? You can fly to Hawaii right now and go to the great sands and the great waters. I can tell you got land out there that bought land out there. That they told me personally that he came out here and bought land out here. He had no business coming out here buying land. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, did he show us that? He bought all this land out there in Hawaii. In Hawaii, Mark Zuckerberg bought all this great land out there. Come on, man. I'm talking about rich land. Land that he took from the forefathers. Land they stole from the forefathers in Hawaii. They just stole the land from us, from the people, the forefathers. Man, stuff you can't even imagine. If you ain't never been to Hawaii, you need to go. Stuff you can't even imagine exists. I'm just stop. I just gotta stop. They did us wrong, man. Y'all need to get back. We need to get back to the path of God. We need to get back to the path of repentance, forgiveness, reconciliation. As the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan tell us, man, we need to get back to that. Not the people. The American government need to get back to that first to get the people back on track. But the American government still with the old tactics. We're going to go ahead and bully these people. We're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go over and do that. And the big scheme of thing, I understand that too. Because we got to keep our hands, we the superpower. So we got to keep our hands in everything. We got to keep understanding what's going on. We got to tap in. We got to listen. And we got to let people know we about that life and you want that life. Hey, that's what a superpower do. I respect that. You got that. Cool.
And change the target. Yeah. Now we ain't targeting black people. Now we're targeting Mexicans. And we're going to turn this group of people against this group of people. And it's just moving. It's like moving the cups. It's just moving the cups, the magic trick, just moving it around.
Definitely. Y'all think, and y'all see all these cameras in America? Y'all see all these cameras in America? You out there, you riding around right now, you out there, getting up in the morning about to go to work. Do you see all the cameras in America? All the cameras. We got all the cameras, baby. Why would you sit around trying to commit some crime in America? Why? Why is this just the great setup? This is just the greatest setup. How is the American people even seeking to do crime amongst each other, upon each other, knowing that it's a camera somewhere and I'm going to jail? probably for the rest of my life. Hence, what's her name? Holly. Holly, you go to jail. Shoot that girl. Holly, you tripping, man.
In Chicago.
Holly, you was tripping up in Chicago. All y'all was tripping up in Chicago. Y'all be tripping up in Chicago. Y'all lost the path. Y'all be tripping in Chicago. Y'all, hey, we are tripping. We have lost the path. When the woman has lost the path, when the woman go to her car and go get the gun, and when the woman go to her car and get the weapon and bring it back,
hey, we are done.
And knock a person down in cold blood.
You hear me? We are
with the kids around. With the kids around.
If the women, y'all can have at it.
Good luck.
If the women got a tow gun.
If you think we got a chance right now, this is the holy day though. This happened. Now this ain't happened during the holy day. This happened 3 months. It happened almost getting into the holy day, holy months. But it's an old incident to some degree of a holy day. But that energy came and got her during the month of the 90 days of evil. That's when it came and got her. Like, you ain't escaped. The energy came. One thing I tell you about this energy that's out here right now, this energy is vicious. This energy is standing 10 toes down. This energy ain't bucking. Like, what you want to do? This energy, you get around the energy. This energy is a person that what you want to do. You know, we can take it all the way there. You know, we could take it all the way there.
They have no connection to God, just no remembrance of God, just no like anytime just no voice of God near or present.
Anytime the kids can't snap you back. Anytime you can't think when your child is right here, or you just dropped your child off at school or something, you just can't grasp that thought. Like, I'm gonna be going away with my child if I get into it, I might go to jail. Do you ever think? We don't ever think. Like, that's what we're not doing. We're not thinking. We're not thinking strategically. We're not thinking ahead. You're supposed to be thinking 3-4 steps ahead. Like, if I do this, this is gonna occur. If that happens, I'm gonna do this. You gotta play it over your head. So many scenarios. If I do this, this is gonna happen. If I do this potentially it can happen. You gotta play it over so many ways to approach it. Like, okay, if I approach it like this, then it can happen like this. But if you approach it like this is gonna happen. You know, you get taken away from your child. You know, you get taken away from your child.
Just nobody willing to. Just nobody willing to just say, you know what, this not even worth it. Nobody willing to walk away.
Because that's that energy. That energy is 10 toes down. What you want to do? What you want to do? What you trying to do? What you trying to do? I'm not stopping. I ain't stopping. You know what? I'll be right back. Oh, you ain't trying to do that? I'll be right back. You trying to do something? I'll be right back. What you trying to do? Stop it. Don't do it. Hey, boom. Hey, once the first shot off, it's over with. You got that adrenaline pumping? And they say she hit it 2 more times. It was that was that adrenaline. That was that energy. Pow, finish it. That was just that energy. That was that thought. That's what it was saying to her. Finish it. She shot late, overkill. You know, oh man. You know, so Holly, you know, baby, I can tell you right now, Holly, we'll have a long road. I can tell you right now, you know. Even if you beat it, even if you so happen to come up under it, you're going to have a long road. Just mentally, spiritually, and morally for the rest of your life. You know, that's just the facts of the matter. They can lie to you, make you think you a killer and all that stuff. That's going to play over your mind forever. You have to live with that forever. And I'm talking about forever. Until God, to that day, till you meet that day. Moving on. Anything else? Want to wrap it on up? And what kind of eating up?
Yeah. We touched on a lot of different things. I think we could just close it with just saying be mindful of the energy that we speak about during this time. With the knowledge, move out wisely. Hey, affirm yourself that I am great and I expect greatness.
Who on there, man? Who out there? Big Art, he been on there for a minute. I don't know if he really on there. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I've said that name for a while.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
So I'm saying, hey,
thank y'all for tapping in.
All out there, man. Y'all should go to createdbyqueen.com. How about you go to createdbyqueen.com?
For your natural luxury skincare, all natural products handmade by us.
Created by Queen. Queen spelled CWEEN.com. Created by Queen. It's all one word.com. It's gonna pop right up. You're gonna see us. Oh, there they go right there. This them. Oh man, all natural luck. Dang, okay, they for real. They ain't faking. They got this stuff for real. I thought they were just talking. Yeah, we're gonna get it out to you and we're gonna send you a gift. How about that? Big Art. How about that? BT402J Skier. SKER. How about that? Go to createdbyqueen.com, y'all. Queen spells CWEEN, man. Get you some natural, luxurious body care products, man. All natural. You hear me? Y'all see me? You got the shaving, the shape. Y'all see me? You got the shaving cream. Y'all see me? Fresh and so clean. Don't be hating on me. Don't be hating. We ain't buying nothing because you look so clean, man. That's why I ain't buying nothing. Nigga, you shine.
You crack yourself up.
Hey, that's how they do you nowadays, man. Yeah, that's how they do you, man. They hate on you for no reason. Like, yeah, they hate you because you shine. Nah, I hate the nigga because you shine. I hate the nigga because he look good. Then I'm on here not looking good.
That's your answer to why men don't hit the like and love button.
Man, that nigga ain't shaved nothing. I come on here not unshaved. Nigga ain't shaved nothing. Well, I thought nigga had some shaving. I thought he had some shaving cream. What happened? So I can't win, man. I still enjoy y'all. Hey, I'm still here. I haven't gave up on the people. It's all love. I'm telling you, it's all love, man. I'm telling y'all, it's all love. That's what you should come to understand, man. Shouldn't be trying to burn these bridges down. These bridges, hey, you better be trying to hold on to these bridges. I'm talking about these bridges. I'm talking about my bridges. Hey, you better be out on these bridges. Hey, I'm about that life for real. I'm about that life for real. I ain't talking about that life for no harm. I'm talking about that life. Hey, baby, yesterday was yesterday. Today is today. Ain't too much I can do about it. Hey, I say I'm sorry, I repent, baby. But hey, I'm never going to move it on and build new memories and better memories. That's all I can tell you. Hey, other than that, gotta keep on moving, man. As the song goes. Go ahead, Queen, wrap it on up again. All right, y'all.
All right. That was God Bless the Real, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Hey.